Hello everybody, I am Moldy West, and this is Stories, the Path of Destinies, once again. I may have just been shot in the face with a big ol' explosive fireball, but that ain't gonna stop me. I survived! I will continue to thrive. I will not be stopped by no little bit of fiery death and agony, 'cause I know that I'm on the right track now. I'm on the right track, baby. I got my face burned off. We gonna go and put an end to the Emperor and that traitorous rabbit Lapino. We're gonna do it. And we ain't gonna die in the process. Ow. You can just now suck on all the things that I can tell you to suck on. I can't really say anything in specific because then I will get sued by all of the people who own the rights to that word. That's just the vicious legal cycle that we, the people of America, have to deal with. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. And then I slaughter all them ravens. Now let's go put down the Emperor after showing Zenobia the truth behind his things, which ain't gonna get derailed by no traitorous bunny man this time. He ain't gonna go blowing up that observatory. Any day now. Oh, the observatory's already been blowed up. Well, shit. That doesn't help. Oh look, dead frog. Lots of dead frogs.
The observatory was a burning hulk.
Yeah.
Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The ravens had taken special care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders. Zenobia stared at the carnage. He didn't want me to hear the witness, did he? I guess not. What's your plan? She asked. So, Renato explained his brilliant gambit. Sending Lapino to get the Iblis Stone, become super powerful and corrupted, provoke the Emperor into using the core against him, thus blowing up both of them, and hopefully the fleet too. Let me visit your council, she said, shaken. I want to help. Could he really trust her?
I think he could, because last time I did this one, it didn't go well. So I'm gonna trust her this time.
He'd done it. He'd made Zenobia see how evil her father really was. He wished she didn't feel this urge to join in the rebellion. After all, he'd taken care of the Emperor, right? Yeah, but she'd always been conscientious like that. She told him she had to go somewhere first. So Renato gave her the location of the secret base, and they agreed to meet in the ruins. He had a very good feeling about this.
I don't. I'm starting to get a little bit suspicious of her now. I don't
What had Zenobia
think
gone off to do?
she'd betray me.
What was more important than meeting the rebel council? Had he made a mistake, sending her to the ruins?
This is why we can't have nice
He
things.
knew they could trust each other. He could trust her because she never broke her word. And she could trust him because she could see right through him. Well, she'd probably be there well before him.
Probably.
She at least didn't have to fight her way through rainstorms of ravens.
Yep, that much is true, but now I'm starting to have doubts. I hope giving her the location of the rebel base wasn't a bad idea. It probably was, though. We don't have no time for bad ideas. That makes all sorts of bad things happen now, doesn't it?
Hypatia. Oh,
What?
she'd been an amazing rabbit. She could talk to him about comics, and talk to her son about history and battles, and talk to scholars about the ancient tomes hidden deep in the vaults of the Library of Ubar.
Okay.
Oh, Renato really missed her.
Wasn't Hypatia the name of that boy's mother, the boy who died in the beginning? I believe that was previously established by the narrator. That might be true. Then again, I might be dumb. There is always that possibility. I am usually quite dumb. The dumbness is me, the dumbness is I am one with the stupidity. And that is one thing that will always be true, no matter how hard you try to change what that may or may not be. I don't even remember which way leads straight to the end of the place. I think it's this way. I do distinctly remember this being the way. And of course, it's crawling with ravens.
As he came around the bend,
Pino.
there was Lupino, unconscious on the side of the path. And Renato could smell a familiar, sweet, smoky scent. Who? Zenobia. It had to be. She never used a combat spell when she could use drowsy gas. That
She
meant
knocked him out.
she had the Iblis stone.
Oh,
What would
fuck.
it do to her? She hated her father now. She'd kill him for sure. The
Oh,
council wouldn't
no.
mind if she killed the Emperor, but murdering her father would destroy her. He had to get to whatever ledge she was on and talk her down from it.
Yeah. That. Uh-oh. That cannot end well. Now that she's
Renato
got the
hated
stone.
gogglers, but it freaked him out to cut them.
Huh? Why did it freak him out to cut those things? I like cutting them. They just split in half and drop to the ground like lumps of meat. Because after all, that is what every living creature is. Aside from being alive, it is just lumps of meat, controlled by a brain and bones, all bound together. And things are starting to seem like I might be
Long
regretting
stairs.
them.
So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire.
Yet.
So far, so good.
I am just hoping that I didn't make a mistake somewhere along the line. And the way things are turning out, it's starting to seem like I probably did. There is that strong possibility that I didn't, though. I don't like the idea of making tragic mistakes that ruin everything I have ever worked for. But these things happen. There's no stopping it when it is inevitable. Now you die.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
I believe that to be a reference. But if I'm being honest, I've never seen Game of Thrones, so I wouldn't get it. I only know the character's name, and that's about it. And then a lot of people die in that show. And apparently the final season sucked, from what I've
Everyone in
heard.
the council chamber was dead.
Oh, damn it.
Zenobia stood shivering in the courtyard, drenched in blood. Why? He managed. They started arguing with me. I lost my temper and I wanted their blood. Well, not me. The stone did. Why did you take it from Lupino? I had a plan. You had a stupid plan, she said. I'm going to go kill my father now.
Oh, no.
You can't. You'll just take his place. You'll become worse than him. Get out of my way, or I'll kill you too.
Get out of her way, or stop her and the stone. Oh, fuck nuggets. Oh, boy. I'ma get out of her way.
Renato watched her board her ship and sail off. A few days later, the sun dimmed. A great void opened in the sky, black as the Iblisstone itself. It stretched and ripped like a vast fatal womb, and a gaze black and pitiless as the sun passed through the void into the land. And so the lost god Iblis once again came into his own.
I done
Time stopped.
blew it. I
He
have
tried something
died.
bold and paid the price for it.
Okay. Made the wrong choice. At least it only sent me back to the beginning of this stage instead of starting the whole story over again. That much was nice. So this time,
Everyone in
gonna
the
do the
council
other
chamber
thing.
was dead. Zenobia stood shivering in the courtyard, drenched in blood.
Yeah, I know, this already happened.
He managed. They started arguing with me. I lost my temper and I wanted their blood. Well, not me. The stone did. Why did you take it from Lupino? I had a plan. You had a stupid plan, she said. I'm going to go kill my father now. No, you can't. You'll just take his place. You'll become worse than him. Get out of my way, or I'll kill you too.
So, yeah, getting out of her way just kills me. Stop her and the Iblis Stone.
You won't kill me, he said. And I won't let you kill the Emperor. Enraged, she raised the sword. You hate him too? He could sense the Iblis Stone, yearning for his death. But she didn't strike. If you kill him, he'll destroy you. I know you. Shut up! She shouted, her sword trembling. I won't lose you again. Not for anything. Get away from me, he said, and he was very close. I can't lose you again. And he was in reach of her sword now. I hate him! I hate you too! I love you, he said for the very first time. And then she was weeping. He was holding her. The sword had dropped from her hand. He glanced at the Iblis Stone. It was no longer the black of the void. It looked like coal. No. It glowed, like a cinder. It was crackling, burning, crumbling into ashes.
So I destroyed the stone.
Haven't you? She said. She was weak. The stone had taken so much from her. Always, he said. She staggered as he helped her up. Let me take you away. Where? The island of Avalon. The sisters will heal you. He'll follow us. Then we need the Farfarer, the fastest ship in the Empire.
Yeah. So... that didn't go the way I expected it to.
The Empire had seized his ship. They'd have to take it back.
Of course they did. And I need to not be dead. Are you gonna follow me or just stand there like while I do all the fighting? That would make sense though, she's all drained after the stone thing. And now that I look at this, isn't this the same as the place that I was following that kid around in the start of the very beginning of the game? This looks like that. That is what it looks like. Or maybe I'm just dumb, and this is just a place that I've already been to that isn't the very beginning. I don't know.
A portal that led right into the middle of the fleet. It was a glaring weakness in the defense.
What portal was he talking about? Was it the one that I just jumped into? Because that's the only portal that I know of. The teleporty spot that got me over here. And look at that, all them dead birds.
Was in no shape to fight. But he never fought so well. He wasn't fighting for money or loot or a cause. He was fighting for her. For them. His sword danced, his feet flew, and the ravens recoiled from his ferocity.
Yeah. This definitely seems like the right way to go. I do believe I have figured it out. You get the fuck out of here, bird boy. We're gonna go slaying your
There was an
emperor.
engraving. Maximum capacity, 130 people.
That's a whole lot of people for one floating platform, if you ask me. But then again, nobody ever asks me. I have stupid opinions. That is a scientifically proven fact. My opinions are the stupidest in all the land. And there we go. Dead fucking magic boy. Now let's go put an end to all the things that are going wrong in the world.
And there it was, his beautiful skycraft, the Farfarer. They would fare very far indeed, beyond the Empire, beyond the reach of the Empire, to the mystical island of Avalon.
Yeah.
He didn't know exactly where it was, but He knew he could find it, and they would find peace there. Second star on the right, and straight on till morning, laughed Zenobia. And they laughed together for the first time in a long time.
I'm not sure what that second star to the right thing means. That's probably another reference that I don't get. Either way, Emperor's got a poisonous Sky Ripper core in his hand, so he gonna get dead eventually. And Zenobia ain't gonna be anywhere near him for him to be going and enacting his nefarious plan that involves sacrificing her for reasons that would make him immortal. So, there we go. Dead birds everywhere. Now let's get going. There's plenty of these things ripe for the slaughter. Now, just carve them all up. Slaughter them all.
Unwounded.
Yeah, because he didn't take any goddamn hits in that fight, you stupid ass narrator, man. You gotta pay attention to these things. Now let's get going. We're gonna finish this out right here, right now. Now where's my Farfarer at? And this definitely seems to be taking me in a different direction than it did before. Yeah, this floating platform didn't go this way before, or at least I don't think it did. Or at least it didn't in any of the stories that I went and played through. Now you go that way. That's exactly what I want. Just chuck some birds into other birds, and that's how we do things in my neighborhood. You drop that shield. There we go. And you will eventually die. Why can't I move? There we go. That's what I like to see. Fuck off, bird boy. Now, you fuck off. I'm in the middle of trying to throw somebody at the magic guy. But I see that's not going to happen now, is it? Except it did happen! Now then, I'm going this way, and you're gonna fuck off with your stupid sorcery, because I said so. Yeah! Suck on some of this, you magical sons of bitches! There we go.
But they did not go unnoticed. Scout ships lifted off, and the long lance of the Imperial flagship. Bernardo turned downwind to gain speed. The Raven ships could pursue, but they couldn't close. The far speaker croaked, "Return her and live!" "Go sacrifice yourself," yelled Bernardo. "Then you won't have her either." On the flagship, the Emperor was readying some arcane weapon.
Oh boy.
It couldn't be. It was the core. A
What, without the
devastating beam
armature,
launched
though?
out of the flagship. Bernardo zigzagged wildly to keep the Farfarer out of it. Now the Raven scout ships were closing the distance, and the beam was getting closer too. Then came a blinding flash.
Oh.
And the air was searingly hot all around him. There was a thunderous, deafening roar. He could smell burnt oak and burnt feathers and burnt flesh. But when he could hear and see again, they were alive and unhurt. And they were alone in the sky. Zenobia embraced him. They had done it. Through luck and through love, they had won the war.
Yeah!
"Avalon, here we come," he said as he held her arms wide in the prow of the boat and let her feel its speed. "Maybe the real Avalon is wherever we're together," she said. And so, after a bit of an argument, Bernardo and Zenobia went to one of the two Avalons. The one shrouded in mists, or the one in their hearts. But which one they went to, I'll never tell.
Never shall you tell, will you?
He'd done it. He'd forged his own destiny. Well, he hadn't actually done it. But he knew what he would do. Bernardo smiled at the book. He practically wanted to kiss it. The kid's sacrifice hadn't been in vain. He'd saved the book and saved the world. Renato owed him and his mother so much. Renato lowered the mainsail and let the Farfarer shoot forward in the breeze. Second star to the right, and straight on till morning. This time, he would win.
I did it! I made all the right choices, except for that one wrong one that unleashed an ancient god and evil upon the world. But that was it. I liked the story. The combat was fun, though I am a little disappointed that it was all just against little minion guys and there was no boss fights where I actually had to think about what I was doing. Just mash the attack button, grab a few guys, throw them here, throw them there, parry when they come in for bonking me on the head. But I done did it. This game is a whole lot of fun. And there is another game that I noticed mentioned on the title screen called Omen Sight. One that I have seen my younger brother playing before. So perhaps I'll do a series on that at some point. But for now, that's the end of this one. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you again in the next series. Goodbye!